Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here, and in this video, I'm going to talk about my recent product launch on Amazon. I'm going to talk about how I actually used 3 tools to launch this thing, and I'm going to just briefly break down each of them right now. So the first thing that I used Facebook ads. And while I'm not going to go into an in-depth or overall view of Facebook, I'm going to talk about it in a general manner and show you my exact strategy for actually using it to do giveaways on Amazon. And the second thing that I'm going to talk about is chatbots. So unless you've been hiding under a rock, then you probably have heard about chatbots. And today we're going to talk about how chatbots are extremely useful for things other than chatting, which makes no sense at all. But you're going to see that you can make a chatbot work for you instead of you having to work for the chatbot, which is just absolutely awesome. And finally, we're also going to use a third tool, which I'm not going to reveal to you just yet, but I will just say this much. This tool makes chatbots easy, so I like to call it the chatbot for dummies, and dummies like me definitely need this. So in total, I use all 3 tools to rank my product on page 1 of Amazon, and guess what? It ranked. In fact, I ranked 2 of my products just last week, and almost every single one of them is number 1 for almost every keyword. So I'm going to show you a general overview of how I did that with these 3 products. And as always, if you like the content, hit subscribe, and I'll continue to make these videos. But let's go ahead and just jump straight in. Okay, so we are on my desktop now, and the tool that I'm going to talk to you about is actually 2 tools. The first one is called MiniChat. So for those of you that haven't heard about MiniChat, what it basically is like a bot for Facebook Messenger. Now the fantastic thing about it is not only can you actually use it just on your Facebook page. So I'm going to jump into a Facebook account that I have here. This is actually my assistant, Rob. So I'm in his Facebook account, and if I actually go to, like, let's look up Whole Foods Market on here. If I look at Whole Foods Market, they're going to have an actual chat page. They're going to have a page, and on that page, they're going to have an actual bot that at some point when you're sitting on this page, it's going to pop up and it's going to give you a bunch of options, because there's a reason that you're on the Whole Foods page. Now, it could be the time that it's open around your area. It could just be that you're looking for recipes, you're looking for coupon, you're looking for something. So it usually pops up here. It's not popping up right now, and maybe they got rid of it, who knows? But it'll usually just pop up here and say, you know, I know who has one. Let's take a look at another one. So Genius Network typically has one. Here I am on their actual fan page, and a little bot should open up just like this. That's how it was supposed to go when I talked about Whole Foods. At least this didn't make me look bad. And so right here, you can basically say, like, get started. And what it'll do is it'll begin to engage you with Genius Network, and there's nobody that's on the other end at this moment. Now, there's a certain point where you'll reach that you can say talk to a human, and then it'll connect you with a person that's on the other end, and it could put you together with one of their employees, and then potentially get a person that's interested to find out more about Genius Network in contact with the right person. But it sort of just acts like an employee, right? So that's pretty awesome because nobody is at the desk. Okay, so in order to actually use this, what you have to create are flows in where you will start to communicate with your actual customer. And the real powerful thing about this is you can actually run Facebook ads straight to the flow, so you get customers into your funnel. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And let me show you some of these actual numbers. And then in a minute, I'm going to show you the real tool that is just absolutely crushing it for me. Okay, so I'm here in my actual Facebook account, and you will see that I have 3 actual campaigns that have actually run for this particular promotion. And what I'm basically doing in this promotion is I'm giving away my product for free to generate sales velocity. Now, if you don't understand what that is or the basics of that, I will follow up with another video, and I'm going to link you to that video right here so you sort of understand reasoning and logic for giveaways. Now, they're also called brand rebates, but they are a very common thing that a lot of the top level sellers actually do on Amazon in order to generate sales velocity, which in turn gets them organic rank on Amazon. And again, I'll explain more in detail in that video, but let's continue with the actual strategy. So I've got the 3 campaigns, and what I basically did is initially I created my very own chat bot, like by hand, and did all that shit with it. And let me say, it took me over a week and a half to figure it out. So I really don't recommend you do that. but you will notice that on my own chatbot, the cost per a message or somebody sending me an actual message was $1.56. Keep in mind, these 24 converted pretty well. They converted at about, I will have to double check the numbers, but I want to say that it was close to 15 of them actually took up the offer. So we'll say like $1.30 or $1.40 per actual acquisition of a customer. So it cost me $1.30, $1.40. I spent about $37.46 on this actual campaign. Now, the ones where I actually use this awesome site, which I'm about to talk about, right here, I set them up. You'll notice that right now I'm only spending $2 and $10 because the cost per message is like 27 cents. And in fact, if we click further, you're going to see that there is a campaign here where the cost per message is 21 cents. And that's where the majority of my actual messages are going, 317 generated. And let's jump in and see how many have been given away on this actual campaign. Okay, so we're here on my dashboard of Boost Rooster. And if you don't have Boost Rooster yet, I do have a coupon below that'll get you 10% off for the majority of the lifetime of the account. But I am 100% saying that this is my go-to software for the MiniChat bot, and I will get paid a small commission when you do that, but I really appreciate it. In fact, if you actually pick it up, I will also give you personally my list of cheats and hacks for actual Boost Rooster. And I'm not saying it's cheating, it's hacking, but it's things that you should know about Boost Rooster. There are a lot of things that I cannot cover in the scope of this video, but I will give you that. Make sure you just PM me below. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on here and connect it back to the Facebook ads. So there is a total of today between the two products that I'm currently running, 31 units given away. That's about 15 units each. And what you're gonna notice is product one has over 68 orders. And if we go back and connect it to what happened and compare it to the cost of me creating the personally built chatbot that was a pain in the ass, let's take a look at the math on that. And again, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed when it comes to math, but gosh darn it, I know how to run these Boost Rooster campaigns. So this is the product here, and you'll notice that within the last 7 days, which is how long we've been running it, there's been a total of about, minus the actual sales from before, about 50 sales done at a cost of $46.79. That's under $1 for each sale generated. So clearly a winner versus this one at $37.46. And if we look at the other actual campaign I'm running, there's been a total of $92.36 spent on 348 messages. And let's take a look at how many actual sales, 131 total orders. And you can clearly see that I'm over the limit. And that's because of one of the things that I have to talk about. Boost Rooster is the only thing that I don't like, but it's very difficult to control. So I'll talk about that here in a second. But if we actually look at this, I can't even remember that far back. 131 sales for a cost of $92.36. That makes about 70 some cents per sale, which is just insanity. So right here, what we basically see is the total amount of orders is over the number of gift cards. So why is that happening and how can we prevent it? Well, the way that Boost Rooster works, and I will show you an example, we'll go into an actual customer here. We're going to go into the live chat and you're going to see all these customers that have sent me private messages. And again, you're going to have to respond to some of them manually, but it's just going to happen. So you probably can't see them right now. They're blurred out because a bunch of them are just naming the product. But let's go ahead and look at this particular user right here. And I'm going to scroll all the way to the top and I'll try to show as much as I can. I apologize to my editor in advance. But it all starts with her actually, and there's a lot of reminders because some of these crazy women took them tens and dozens of times to actually get this product. So she sees the ad, and in the ad it says click to claim deal. She clicked it and it gave her all this information, which you don't need to know. So that unfortunately is going to be blurred out. And we were out of deals at the time. It says, great, we have a limited amount of deals per day. Let me check if we still have one available for you. So sorry, we are out of deals. And basically she has the choice of being reminded or saying she's not interested. So here's where it's important. If she clicks yes, remind me, what happens is it puts her on a reminder list and she can later be notified about the deal. And if your actual deal gets shared by a lot of these crazy women, they can share this and it can go like pretty crazy. So you have to be really careful about the amount of money that you limit per day and the amount of giveaways you limit per day, because if not, you're going to basically go over. And the good thing is you can turn off the actual campaign in Boost Rooster. There is a switch to turn it off in case you go slightly over, but it is important to budget in some money in case you go over. So again, she's being reminded constantly, and there's still nothing going on. And here the actual bot realizes, okay, we have a couple coupons left. Let me message her and see if she's interested. And so when it actually goes over is because several women at once click into this, and it gives them a time limit to buy the product. So a bunch of them kind of have it in their cart and are under the time limit. So there's a potential for it to go over. So you really got to be careful with that. And in a lot of ways, you can't control it. If you have a really viral product, it can just go crazy and a bunch of them get it. So here she got messaged. She didn't message back in time. They are out of deals again. And she keeps asking to be reminded. And she missed again, and she asks again to be reminded, and she gets a message again in the morning, and let's see what happens. Again, we are out. Again, she gets reminded. And so now, guess what? The deals are left, and it sends her a picture of your product, and here's the deal. Then it puts your title of the product, and then it says, after we ship your order, we'll send you an actual gift card of X, Y, and Z, whatever you want. And then please note your rebate will not be issued if you cancel or return your order. To qualify, click the button below. She either clicks yes or tell me more. She says she wants it. It gives her some terms, and she basically says she's ready to buy or she's not interested. If she clicks ready to buy, here's where it can get crazy. This is where she gets it reserved for 1 hour. So there is a chance that within that hour, a lot of these girls share the product. So you have to keep an eye on that. And if you see too many being shared, you can cut that off. And the way that you can see them is inside of Boost Rooster. You can have the actual dashboard live and hit refresh as they come in. Okay, so once she makes the purchase, it tells her exactly how to do it using search, find, buy, which is the best way to rank a product. It tells her, it gives her a quiz on the topic. She gives the right answer. And then now she has to complete the purchase and save the order ID. And it gives her a timer again. Once she hits it, she actually says, tells her wrong guessed. So then she completely guessed the price wrong, which is kind of crazy. Then it tells her, we've reserved an Amazon gift card for you. Please send us your order ID. Once she does, then after it is proven to be ordered, so there is some sort of zap or something that, or API that checks Amazon to verify that it's actually gone through. And once she does, it automatically sends it to her. So let's take a look at where that happens. She gives us her email. She verifies the email address. It verifies the information with her. And then it tells her she will get that soon. And you'll notice that this girl took 2 products. She took not just the original, there was actually 2 separate products. She got both of them because the news travels fast. And on this one, you could see that when it showed that she got order and all, right here, it claimed rebate and she was able to get her rebate. And that's pretty much all that happened. Now, in this particular case, she's like, my total was $17.89. You only gave me $15. And she realized it's the wrong rebate. So you can see these ladies are getting an insane amount of things. And that's just kind of how it's done. So again, hopefully I gave you a pretty good overall view of Boost Rooster and how it's actually used. And I know for a lot of brand new people, this could be confusing, but I just want you to realize that this fantastic tool can not only be used on Amazon private label products, it can also be used on t-shirts and books. And if you haven't already seen it, I highly recommend you watch my giveaway basics video, as that will give you an overall picture of what I'm talking about. There's a lot of words that you might not have understood, but after seeing that, it will make perfect sense to you. So again, ask your questions and comments below. I always personally answer those, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.